Your plushy teddies are actually dangerous carnivores. Here's a list of savage bear attacks caught on camera to prove it. Florida invasion. The Florida Everglades is known for its dangerous wildlife, so if you live in the area, it's a good idea to keep your doors closed. Case in point, this man was attacked by a bear who entered his residence without warning. In a desperate attempt, he even almost wrestled the bear. Imagine wrestling a bear. Trapped motor. Two motorcyclists panicked as they found themselves stuck in the thick forest and encountered the worst scenario possible. With one of the cyclists' vehicles flipped over on the ground, an angry grizzly bear suddenly attacks them. Had the other cyclists not used their motor's noise to scare the bear off, the other would have been dinner. Black bear. Imagine going out into the beautiful wilderness when suddenly a cloak of black fur with razor-sharp fangs and claws starts charging toward you. This is footage of a mountain climber's violent encounter with a black bear. As the man frantically attempts to distance himself, the bear relentlessly attacks until the climber escapes above the precipice. Photo op. Wildlife photographers love to get up close and personal with dangerous animals. But what do you do when one charges at you face on? A group of photographers is momentarily petrified as a humongous brown bear runs toward their way. In an attempt to avoid the danger, the group scares the bear despite being more scared. Bear brawl. Photographers caught a glimpse of a rare occurrence: two grizzly bears wrestling in the wild. Seeing bear fights is one of the most fascinating and daunting experiences in nature, and because this battle of carnage is a way to assert dominance, anyone who dares to interrupt these two alpha beasts is definitely risking their life. Grizzly chase. A leisure bike ride into the woods quickly turns into a race for survival as this cyclist gets chased by a grizzly bear. A grizzly bear can accelerate to speeds as fast as a horse, so this definitely was against the man's favor. Next time you head out into the woods, maybe wear bear repellent. Bear versus wolf. When two apex predators get into a fight, it's always a bloody spectacle. This is footage of a grizzly bear fending off its deer carcass lunch from a pack of wolves. Although the pack is cunning, the bear has definitely held its own and got in a few slashes before continuing to enjoy their meal. Fear bear. This video clip called Fear Bear Attack could not have been perfectly titled. In what appears to be a riverbank setting, a huge unidentified bear chases after and attacks one of the people and even pounces on them in the river. Luckily, this person was able to escape the claws of death and distance himself. Bear versus seal. When you're built like a bear, it only makes sense to be a carnivore, and a carnivore's instinct is just as dangerous as its appearance. In fact, it's this instinct that, unfortunately, made this unsuspecting seal a meal for this aggressive polar bear. After moments in the water, the bear surfaced and caught itself dinner. Military scare. It doesn't matter what branch you served in the military. It's just not physically possible for any man to outcombat a bear, and it's a good thing this man knew it. When a charging bear invaded this Green Beret's family residence, the man attempted to intimidate the animal with loud noise and exaggerated body gestures. Locked door. This man narrowly escaped a bear attack with his back turned. What's worse is his girlfriend locked the door from the inside while he was outdoors. Luckily, he decided to run in the opposite direction. In a humorous interview, she explained, "I love him very much, but I couldn't let the bear inside my house." Bear versus moose. The food chain is cruel but also necessary for animals, and it's unfortunate that we get to witness it in this clip. In the footage, you can see the attempt of the prey to avoid death before it cuts, but not knowing if it actually ended up being a meal might help you sleep at night.